So I have my KWA LM4 here. Hopefully you can hear me. My goal is to put a little bit of furniture on here. Nothing crazy, but to make it a little more comfortable. Because personally, this entire system over here kind of sucks. Listen, I know I talk a lot about different ways to get gear inexpensively, but truly, my favorite place to get gear is at FTX Tactical.
We're a veteran owned and operated. We bring that mom and pop feeling to it. Like, you know, like we're not here to make a buck. We're here for you guys. That's what I want to be remembered by.
So I've got an enhanced trigger guard and a K2. I like a good K2. To do that, I'm going to need I use an S2H4. I don't know if there's a better one than that, but a long handled Allen. And you really can't do this super well without a punch set, to be able to get out the trigger guard as well. So I guess we can start with the grip. So we have our Magpul K2. I got both FTE. I wasn't sure if that was really the vibe or not, but hopefully the LM4 is a plug and play, a drop in, so we don't have to do too much to make it fit. There's our key. Sweet. So yeah, let's go ahead and get in here and get this grip off. There was that nice sound of Loctite. Easy peasy. Alright, we're going to save this in case you end up wanting to revert back, or if you ever want to, let's see, is this going to, looks like the thread is not the same. So I'm going to end up using the same exact, let's see, the same bolt in the grip, because this one is not going to be the same pit thread, and it's not going to want to fit. So I really hope this goes on nicely. Hopefully it wants to play. It lines up nice. Oh, it wants to go. I'll keep that in frame for you. Oh yeah, that's nice. That angle's a lot better. I like that. Nice. We'll give it one more quarter turn there. We're locked in. We're golden. Alright. Not going to put anything in the storage there to start. Now on to that trigger guard. So, let's get in here. Now I do one of these on every single one of my rift builds. It's easy, it's simple, and honestly, it's really hard to beat. So, I'm not sure if this is the exact way you should be doing this, but here's how I do it. You get it set up on something that's a little higher. You get the appropriate punch size, which is a 3/32, and comes right out. And I wanted to save that. punched it right out. And, oh, here it is. This then wants to swing freely. This is usually on a pin. And that pin is sprung. So you push down on it and you kind of wiggle it out. Easy peasy. Then this, even simpler than that, if you notice, there's one side that does not have a hole and one side that does. That's going to correspond literally to the, well, that's a nice fit too. Okay. We are going to get this seated. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to use something soft like this piece of wood. I love this fit. I need you to go backwards. Looks pretty good. It comes with some Allens, or some grub screws rather. There are 3. First thing I do, one of 2 things, is you get your grub screw, you get your Allen key that matches, bada bing, and I'll start loosely with the back ones. Make sure that it lines up. Make sure my front one lines up. There you go. So there we have it. The most comfortable grip I can usually feel, and honestly, the feel between the grip and the underside is exactly what I want to feel because I don't want to get scraped, scratched, and I usually catch that on my big knuckle, there on my middle finger. Easy peasy. So we're back out with the KWA. It is a balmy 10 degrees, and I figured I'd show you what else I've been doing to kit this GBBR out. So, we've got our beautiful V-War case here. We've got a few mags. I've swapped out the standard bolt with a low FPS bolt because I was shooting about 1.9 joules in our local field, and that's just a no-no. Don't want to hurt people. So, I have these rails are dirt cheap, and the reason there's space here is because I do have a light that I run here and laser for milsims. And then down here, this is just an inexpensive, again, rail system that it's very similar to some you've seen, quote unquote. I have a Sig Sauer Romeo 5, a knockoff mount, and to be honest with you, I like it. It does what I need it to do, and this is really comfortable. Obviously, I'm wearing not my fighting gloves, but this is. Oh, and I also run a QD here because we have it in the back as well. So you saw me put on the K2 and the trigger guard, but what a night and day difference comfortability wise this is to run the way I want to without it interfering in and rubbing all over that there knuckle right there. This case is really very, very budget friendly, and I would recommend this honestly to anybody. The case is nice and has rollers and everything like I showed before, but if I wanted to, I could run something completely separate up here. If I wanted to do the actual replica there, or and run all the, put a bunch of accessories here, or I could theoretically also add, you know, take some stuff out and add green gas or whatever I want. That'd be a good, cool place to do it. But that's how I built it out internally. I have a different barrel and different hop system, and then I also then will run 3.6s for bigger events. But when I'm training at home, I'm usually running like 2.5s because they're a lot cheaper.